I'm actually snatching now. So before I was working on my overhead work, so my overhead stability. So now I'm working on the hang snatch and just getting that second pull right. I feel like, yeah, it's all clicking and coming back to me. So the snatch is something I've got a little bit of a gripe with. It's something that's always been a really tough lift for me and a lot of people, and I want a little bit of revenge on the movement. The snatch is probably, one of the hardest lifts in weightlifting you can do. It requires you to be strong, have the grace of a dancer, mobility all over, and to be able to, also the fear factor of being able to throw yourself under a bar overhead from the ground. There's a lot of a mental battle to that. And I just thought it would be more interesting to film. My brother was watching some CrossFit videos, and he said, we kind of, laughed at CrossFit going, they're cheating reps and all that kind of stuff. And my brother sent me a video of this guy, Rich Froning, who was the current CrossFit Games champ at the time. I started watching it and just sat up all night watching everything I could because I just got hooked on it. And there was a particular video where it was a day in the life of Rich, and he got up and he did a workout in the morning, and then he did a workout at morning tea, and he did all these workouts during the day in between coaching people. And I was like, that is so awesome, and it goes against everything I've just been learning. So I bought all the gear, and instead of going to a gym, I decided to try and do it myself in the garage because that's what Rich did. I thought I was the CrossFit Games champ, Rich Froning. I bought a squat rack, 140, 60 kgs worth of bumper plates, a bench, all this gear on a loan with probably making about $400 or $500 a week, and just started going after it in the garage. And man, I was doing burpees on concrete and squatting max weight by myself. I was training my friend. One of my friends actually has a knee injury because of it, I think. But yeah, it all started there. I used to come home from work and go out to the garage and spend about 3 or 4 hours, me and my brother and my friend, and I'd come up with workouts, and it was just awesome. I learned everything in that garage, and by the end of it, I thought I was pretty hot shit. So I went and started weightlifting, and I was humbled very quickly. I went from thinking I could snatch 60 to being on wooden plates, which are the first plates you start on normally, what little kids end up lifting with. So yeah, it was a very humbling experience, and from there, everything led to what I do today. So from weightlifting, I went to a CrossFit gym and learned the ropes there and never looked back. So yeah, I still kind of look back on those days in the garage, and I was just driven and I just loved it. I couldn't wait to get home from work to go in the garage and play around with programming and trying to achieve the dreams of me being a CrossFit Games champion one day, like all of us did back then, which was just so cool. And that takes me to my next point. So I had a realization the other day. Someone told me, and sometimes you don't really realize how much you say things, but they said you always talk about your old self and trying to get back to your old self. And they said that that's a time that's past. It's something that is gone, that's a moment in time. It's a memory that I'm trying to recapture. And yeah, I think now the goal is just to keep moving forward and just keep living it. And quite honestly, this whole process, I'm really enjoying myself. I feel like I've got that fire back. I feel like I'm inspired. I'm excited to work out. When I wake up, I go, oh cool, I get to work out today again. And that's so cool. That's something I've been missing for years. And that's why I do this. It's to share as a coach, and my coaching role is to help other people and share that passion and elicit the same responses from them. And that whole transformational process you go through, even through a training program, it's not what you look like or how strong you are, it's also like who you become in the process of it. And that's really what it's all about. So we're definitely recapturing Garage Kurt,